about the list building. If you can't do anything else right now, you're sitting at home and you're like, there is no way, you can get on Facebook and you can create a group. It's maybe been 6 months. I have 3,000 people in that group, and I've developed a brand around it.
What are some sneak peek tips?
Study up on minimalism. You really want to, that's probably the first thing you want to wrap your brain around. Like, what is a minimalist? What do I need to do that? Can I get myself there? And research.
You are listening to Living That Life podcast. Subscribe on iTunes and at youtube.com Living That Life for amazing travel videos. View discretion is advised.
Yes! Second digital nomad girl in 1 week. What's up, guys? We're here in Chiang Mai with Tally.
Hey.
She is creator of prettybrownnomad.com, a very awesome blog. Check it out. And her Instagram, you can follow her. Her description is offering aspiring digital nomads a glimpse into the lifestyle. So
a simplistic and realistic glimpse.
That's what it was. A simplistic and realistic glimpse into the lifestyle. She's been in Chiang Mai a couple months now, and she has a big Facebook group and a big blog that I told you about. And she offers information products and is real big into the blogosphere. So we're gonna go into her business tips a little bit later, and also her biggest tips for aspiring digital nomads. But first of all, as always, we'll start off a little bit with your background and story so people can relate. So yeah, where are you from and how did you get here?
Okay, I'm originally from Louisiana. I've spent some time living in Dallas, Texas. I've also lived in Northern California. September last year, I lost my job, which I hated the job anyway. So I was like, yay! I had already heard about the nomadic route, and I was like, perfect timing. I started a group that lets people talk about their family trauma, family drama. And I was real big into list building, group development, and things like that at the time. So I just put my focus into that and learning all about that. Trying not to get hit out here in Chiang Mai.
We're crossing the street as we're walking into the small
I don't want to
stores.
have to use my travel insurance. During that time, I was also doing a lot of research on this lifestyle, including watching my friend Riley here.
Living that life, boy.
Yes, I was like, I want to live that life. So I started doing that, and I also started building Pretty Brown Nomad on the side, even though I didn't launch it. I started out traveling domestically, traveled to Detroit, Seattle, went to Ontario, Canada, what have you. And then I went and spent some time up in Vancouver, where I really took the time to build and develop. And then I found myself here in Chiang Mai, went ahead and released the blog. And like Riley was saying, people think that it's been out longer because I took so much time to build it before I actually launched it. Probably in my, so it's been launched now a month, and I'm averaging about 1,200 views a day.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's bigger than like livingthatlife.com, which is not even really a blog. It's just kind of nothing.
Yeah, so I'm averaging that, and yeah, I'm doing good. And so now I just want to help other aspiring digital nomads to know that you can do it, because I used to be sitting in my apartment in Dallas, Texas, watching on my laptop, watching him talk to other people.
Yeah.
And now, look.
Now she's in the TV screen. And that's how it happened for me. Obviously, you guys know, sitting in my studio apartment, sleeping on the couch, watching YouTube, hooked up to the Apple TV on the big screen, watching like Johnny and Jabril and people out here traveling. So, so you know about Chiang Mai obviously through YouTube and the blogosphere. What made you finally decide to come to Chiang Mai, and what were your online? What were you doing online? What are your What's your online stuff? You got the blog. Like what else?
Yeah. So with that group that I started developing, I got into my list building. I started to develop that group, I started coming up with freebies to build the list, ebooks, things of that nature. And then eventually I was able to sell digital products. And again, this has nothing to do with the actual travel blog, Pretty Brown Nomad. This is a whole nother business that I developed that helps to fund my travel and helps me to now take.
So this is the like you selling like.
I want to get hit here.
Oh yeah. So you have like we'll post up here in the shade for a second. With this little shrine here in the background. So you have like ebooks related to the family group.
Yeah, and I've really developed myself and my brand around that. And then so I was able to take those same steps that I took to build that and now apply them to the travel piece, Pretty Brown Nomad, which I can bring to you, which anybody would be interested in. It's more of a mainstream topic than, you know, people wanting to come talk about their family trauma. More people want to talk about travel and what have you. So with Pretty Brown Nomad, I'm able to show people all the exciting things I see in just traveling, as well as be an infopreneur and sell things.
Infopreneur.
Yeah.
Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so like just kind of sharing the strategy of this. So you built a Facebook group, and then through that you built your email list because you had a link in the description that brought them to a landing page to sign up for the email newsletter.
Right. And I continue to do that. And it's not so much email newsletter. You got to give them some value, right? So I gave them 6 steps towards healing from their family trauma. So you give them something that's valuable. And it helps them, it drives them to my list, and so now I'm able to develop relationships with those people, both in the group as well as via email. I'm able to,
Awesome, yeah. So you basically you provide as much value as you want or as you can for free, and then eventually they'll get hit with, boom, here's my ebook. This is a premium ebook.
Right.
And
here's
it's
a quick downloadable for $11. Download it, and it's no big deal. Out of $3,000 for at least $100 to hit that download.
Awesome. I love the $11 ebook. You know, there's various, you know, prices you can go with, but it's just a simple $11 ebook is a product that you can start with, guys. You know, there's no inventory, there's no shipping.
That's right. I pay $5 a month to eJunkie to house it for the downloads.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. And I've said this a million times. If you don't know where to start, just start a blog talking about anything that you like to talk about. Like literally, I started livingthatlife.com just talking about how location independence is so awesome, and how working online is the dream, and it's the best thing ever, before I was even doing it, before I even had a Shopify store or Amazon. And then eventually it becomes real. And you can also start a Facebook page, build an audience, and pay attention to what they want, get them onto an email list, like an email newsletter, and then eventually, boom, make a really nice ebook that they want with tons of valuable information based on what you already know they want, and offer it for $11 or whatever, and you can make some a little chunk of passive income with that.
Yeah, it's all about the list building. If you can't do anything else right now, you're sitting at home and you're like, there is no way, you can get on Facebook and you can create a group for whatever you're going through. I was going through family trauma. I wanted to know if other people have family trauma. I now, it's maybe been 6 months, I have 3,000 people in that group, and I've developed a brand around it. I have a podcast for it as well. I do a blog around it. Those are things that you can start doing for pretty cheap, and then just start to build that and build and build and build and go from there.
So what were some tips for building the Facebook group? Like, did you do Facebook ads, or how do you build a Facebook group?
It was all very generic. What did I do? I put in the description for the people I was looking for. I started the blog, and in the blog I would always link join the Facebook group for the blog. So if people were reading the blog and they were interested, they came into the group. And then I gave a lot of value in the group. I did Facebook Lives. I did you know, where people would come on and talk about how they benefited from the freebie that they gained. I just stayed very active. Like, you can start a group and then let it sit there and it's not going to do anything, right? But you've got to work that group. And I got to the point where these people see me as a friend. Most of them. Everybody's not gonna like you when you're in business. But, unless I piss them off. But most of them
there's always gonna be a small percentage of haters.
Right, right. They come with the territory.
Yeah.
But they see me as a friend, and so we're like a little family there. And so
that is awesome.
When I release something, it's always quality. I don't put out junk. I put out quality. I give them great value, and it works. It works.
Awesome. So yeah, you do obviously make it an active group, as engaging as possible, but also drive traffic from outside sources, like your blog or YouTube videos or your Facebook page or your podcast. Tell us about your podcast a little bit.
The podcast is a place that lets people come and tell their drama, right? And they can do it anonymously, or most of them are anonymous, and they just come and tell their stories. And so it's good because people like hearing other people talk about their stories, and people like to get it off their chest. So
was that win-win. How were you marketing that? Was that on iTunes or?
It's on iTunes. Yes, it's on iTunes now. It's called Kinfolk Chronicles.
Kinfolk Chronicles. Kinfolk, Louisiana. Yeah, I like it. So there you go, guys. Build a Facebook group and build an email list from that, and a following and a tribe from that. If starting nowhere else, that's a good place to start, because that got you into the blogosphere. That
got me out there. That let me know how things work. It gave me that real hands-on experience that I wanted. I was able to do it because it was something that I was truly passionate about and could connect to. That's another thing. If it's something that you're truly passionate about and connect to, it's easy. It's not work. And so then I was able to now take a lot of those same skills and apply it to this whole digital nomad space.
Yes.
Not gonna all be completely the same because you're dealing with a different audience, but it showed me that it was possible.
Yeah.
It got me started on the right track.
Exactly. That's exactly how I got started. I just started a blog and it just got me into the blogosphere. It taught me about what affiliate marketing is, what a list is, you know, what PPC is, what Google ads are. And you start seeing a lot of other bloggers, and you start getting put down like sales funnels, and you learn from other bloggers, and you're kind of just like, oh, this is the blogosphere. You start seeing what other people are doing, and then you start getting more comfortable as the months go by about you know, the quote-unquote laptop lifestyle, whatever, doing business on your laptop. And that's you know, that's how you got to start. You just got to start getting on your laptop and doing stuff, and a blog is a great way to do that. So as we approach on Pun Space, the Mecca where it all started, have you seen Pun Space yet? Oh, okay, well, you get to see it. So you are offering simplistic and realistic advice to aspiring digital nomads.
Yeah, my freebie that I'm offering on Pretty Brown Nomad is actually a guide with tips, tricks on how you jumpstart this lifestyle. So you can look at a lot of these videos and they start talking about the sales funnels, the PHP, the Google ads, and it's like all over your head. You're like, how do I just get started? Like, how do I just get out of this bed watching, you know, watching videos? And so that guide is very simple ABC for the person who's completely new to this, doesn't know where to start. Go to prettybrownnomad.com and you can download that guide, and it's just going to give you like those questions that you need to start asking, and the little things that you need to start doing to take the little steps to get to where you want to get.
Awesome. So as we approach on Pun Space here, so this is it. This is Pun Space, guys.
Here.
For people that don't know, she's at the Mecca. This is the most popular co-working space in Chiang Mai.
I have heard Johnny talk about this place.
Yeah. I actually remember a video with Johnny sitting in like these tables, and he's talking about like Chiang Mai, and I'm watching it in my one-bedroom apartment, and since that I've done interviews with him there too. This is digital nomads. This is where the nomads are at.
If I'm here, you can be here.
Exactly. It's not that crazy, you know. Everything in Chiang Mai is It's compact. The community is compact, so you're always running into like nomads. If you're an aspiring digital nomad, get her freebie on her blog, which will be linked below. What are some sneak peek tips that you could share?
Study up on minimalism. You really want to, that's probably the first thing you want to wrap your brain around. Like, what is a minimalist? What do I need to do that? Can I get myself there? And research, and never like just hear what I say or what he says and take that. Research it before you take it as gospel, and then apply it.
Awesome. Ice cream man here.
Oh, and they have the ice cream.
Okay. 15 baht. Okay, as we eat our coconut ice cream cones, this is actually pretty darn good ice cream.
Good ice cream.
You'll see the ice cream man jingling around Chiang Mai, Nomad area. So always give him 15 baht, tip him 5 baht, whatever. So there you heard it, guys. Check out her blog, will be linked below. And if you don't know where to start a Facebook group, start a blog, start a podcast, start a YouTube channel.
Just start. Just do something. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just put it out there, and you work on it. It gets better and better as you go.
Exactly. Can't say it better than that. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and iTunes, and to all of her links as well in the description. Thanks for watching and listening. Catch you guys in Chiang Mai and around the world. Peace.
Thanks for listening till the end. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment and a review. See ya!